I'm Sharice Nicole, and you're watching What's Good in Hollywood. I'm Sharice Nicole with CNikky.com and EUR Web. We caught up with the cast of BET's The Game to find out what we can expect on the new season. So, congratulations on the new season. We're so excited.
I'm excited. It's 100 episodes, so how about that?
Oh my God.
Yes.
That is a milestone, for real, for real.
Yeah, and to be resurrected and rebirthed and revitalized and re-energized and all of that, it's amazing.
And you are one of the OGs, the original cast members, you know?
And then there was 3. Yeah.
Now, honey, Miss
Yeah.
Lauren London, we know she could get it crunk. ATL all day, Miss New all day. So what is the dynamic like between your two characters on the show?
What's interesting about the game is that there are A, B, C, and D storylines. So our storylines didn't really intersect. So we may have had 2 scenes together, and they were sunbeam scenes. So it's when she's in the sunbeams, and I'm trying to put her up on game like I did with med school, and she's like, really? I don't need this. She's one of those. I ain't got time for this. And it's like, okay, when you don't, well, then you're going to do you.
So what's your relationship like with Jay and Lauren?
You know what? It's cool because the way we started the season and the way you guys get to see Jay, Blue, and Malik's relationship, they were figuring it out themselves because of what happened. And we were figuring it out ourselves. And for me, it was easier because it was written. The character got to know, the person at the same time as the audience. So I'm getting to know him just like you guys are getting to know him too.
Tell me a little bit about the dynamic between you and Tasha.
Working with Wendy was coming of home for me and her this year because last season we really didn't spend much time together. This season, we spent a lot more time together, and that's the relationship that me and her really appreciate more than anything because that's the way we start, mom and son. So for us, it was really a celebratory year because we got to act together and be together and see that dynamic between mom and son that we know you guys really like.
You say some really cray things. So I'm wondering if you ever get the script and you're like, really, I am going to say that this week?
I used to. I used to be like, really, Mara? Like before when we were first kind of establishing who Jason was in season 1 and 2, and to see how far we could take it with him. Because when we first started out, he was just the cheap guy. He wasn't the cheap a-hole. And then it was, one of the writers were like, you know what? He's an a-hole. And they started writing me that kind of stuff, and it was really working. Yeah. And then I learned to love it because it's so much fun doing that kind of comedy. Being the guy that says the wrong thing and the thing that people would never say and only think. Yeah. So I've learned to just crave it now. So now it's like they can't go too far for me.
And describe your character. Are you a little bit hood? Are you extra classy? Are you snooty? Like, what's your character like?
I think she has snooty moments, and she has classy moments, and she might have a little bit of hoodie moments. So she's just all 3 of those things. Very rare for her to have a hoodie moment.
I get to be a bit of a jerk, if you will, or a bad boy, if you will. Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Which, was smart on the writing part because a lot of people are, really defensive about, Pooch Hall leaving the show. So they kind of must have needed to make you a bit of the bad because in a lot of people's eyes, you are the bad guy.
I've heard that. I don't believe that. But and I hope you guys don't either. But, there's a lot of talk out there about that, obviously. But
so let's clear that up. You did not take Pooch Hall's place. You were always a character that was going to be on the show.
Exactly.
It had nothing to do with that transition.
Nothing at all. I didn't write it. I didn't announce it. But Derwin Davis is back. Pooch Hall is back. You'll see him a little bit. I was added to the cast. Lauren was added to the cast. We're 2 new characters who just get added to the Sabres family.
I'm Sharice Nicole. Be sure to tune in to BET on Tuesday, March 26th for the premiere of The Game, and let's stay together. And always remember, to know what's good in Hollywood, you gotta see Nikki.